20, 21, or it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, new video. Now y'all didn't miss nothing because all I was doing was counting the numbers. Okay, so part 2 of this long drug out explanation. So I hate the act of actually writing. Now I'm going to put this a little bit in there too and add, I have always all my life, when I was a young kid, I can make stories up in my mind. And I've always thought it would be so neat if I could write books and be an author. And I have, you know, back in that day, way back then, tried to write down my little stories. Like I said, it goes faster up here than I can get it down on paper. And I hate the act of writing. So I never went through with that. Or if I could put it on tape or a video, or if I could have what they call a ghostwriter and have someone else, me just tell the story out, speak it out, and then let that person write it down just how I said, you know, so that it would be my story and it'd be my story and not theirs, and they not steal it from me and blah blah blah, all that kind of crap. Then I would love to be a book writer. But anyway, so I hate the act. Sorry, my eyes run to water, fills up water, and I have to dry them out so I can see clear. I hate the act of writing. So it's so much more funner to talk to people on a tape or talk to people on a video that I could send to them. I mean, you know, doing the videos, since I learned that from Tennessee, you know, that's even more so. Okay, so I really don't want a pen pal, but it had been so long, so I got to thinking maybe I could do 1 or 2 pen pals again, you know. I should have known. I should have known. I should have known it wasn't gonna work. It wasn't gonna work. It wasn't gonna work. No, no, no. It wasn't gonna work. But stupid me didn't think straight and smart. And I got on the computer and I started looking up for pen pals. Well, I was already in a couple of pen pal groups, and there's a couple of tape pal groups that's also tape pal / pen pal groups. So I kind of got in there, but I found a new one and I joined it, and I put an ad in and I started asking for pen pals, and people started coming in like crazy. I'll write you, I'll write you, I'll write you. A lot of them said they'd do the first letter, and a lot of them asked me if I'd do the first letter, and it already started. I was feeling overwhelmed and stressed, and oh my Lord, why did I do this? I know, I'm crazy, ain't I? So anyway, I asked a couple of them if they would do like postcard pen pals with me. You know, not really sitting down and writing a long letter, but getting a postcard, writing a little bit on the back of it, and send them the postcard, and then they do the same. And I thought that would be such a little bit, undoubtedly I could handle that, you know. But I did get a few that just wanted to do letters. So I got started back into pen paling, or tried to. So I got started trying to write some letters. It drug out. It kept going because I was dreading it. I would write a little bit, and then I thought, you know, and I can't even do the most simplest things that everybody else in the world does that I should be able to do, but I can't. Because I thought, you know what, instead of me writing this down with a pen on paper, let me get on email and type it to them. Everybody else in the world could just simply print that out on a piece of paper and then fold that, put it in the envelope, and mail it to them. That's what I would love to do. But my computer is not hooked up. We do have a printer. My daughter's hooked up to it. My husband used to have a laptop, but he don't use it much anymore. I think Katie uses it, and it's for work, but I think he's hooked up with it. But I'm not hooked up with it. I used to be back in the day hooked up with it, but somewhere along the line, when we was in Lacombe, at one point, I was not hooked up to it, then somehow I got it hooked up to it, and then it got not hooked up to it again, or maybe that happened through the move and we got here. And this is actually a different computer. And I'm not hooked up to it. And we've tried. I've even had Katie to sit here and try to get me hooked up to the computer, and she can't. And she says I'm just not going to be able to. So I can't print things out on my laptop. That's why I can't print out the pretty pictures of the vintage ladies in the big hats and dresses that I would like to get and craft with, like all of y'all get to do. So anyway, but then I thought, well, if I can't print it out, I know Elizabeth's computer can, so this is what I'm going to do. And I done it without even telling her. Boy, was that a mistake. Anyway, I got on an email and I started typing my letter out, answering this pen pal letter back. And it was a nice long letter. I sent it to Elizabeth's email without even telling her. Then when she's home one day, I told her, I said, Elizabeth, I've done something and I need you to help me do something because I need this. And I said, I can't do it. I have no other way to do it, so you got to do it this way. I said, I have sent you an email letter to your email address. She went, what? Why? Didn't even hear the rest of my explanation, and she started in on me. Anyway, so I told her, I said, look, all I want you to do is get on your laptop, pull the letter up, print it out on the printer, and give the paper of the letter to me so I can mail it to my pen pal. So it was a fuss. She fussed and grumbled about it, but she got on there and looked for it, and she printed it out. It came out. I mean, it was a long letter. I was actually expecting it to be more than one page. But the whole entire letter came to about, probably right here, because it was such little bitty words, okay? Not readable at all, not even with a magnifying glass. So I knew that wasn't going to do. She said that we could go in and set the settings. I didn't know how to do it. She grumbled about that, but she got over here and she set the settings. Well, she did a little bit. So we printed it out again. It did start coming up bigger, but it still wasn't big enough. And we couldn't make it any bigger because it was already taking words off the paper from what I had wrote. It wasn't all fitting on there this way. So that's out. I can't do it that way. So I said, well. So anyway, then I just seen and realized I can't do this. I cannot wrap my mind around it. It's not comfortable enough for me. I hate the act of writing so bad that I just cannot make myself go through this and do this. So I actually got on the laptop. It was a Facebook group, so I got on the group, and which I messaged, because I had been messaging all the ones that said, you know, they do pen paling. I got on there and I messaged them. Asked them for their emails. Asked them, can I please email you this letter? And this and blah 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 that. One I've not even heard from. Another one gave me her email. I emailed her the letter that I answered her. I haven't heard back from her. She actually says that she don't like doing email pals, but that she would, you know, check into it. She would see about that. It'd be a while before she answered me. Anyway, so I've got all that sorted out, okay, where I don't have to write the pen pal letters. I can do what I can do by email or whatever. Well, actually, on one of them, the one that said she didn't really like doing email pals, we've been talking through messaging. And so I thought of the pocket letters, you know. And she says she's a crafter and she does a little bit of crafting. I asked her, have you heard of the pocket letters? Do you know what the pocket letters are? So she said that she had heard of them, but didn't really and truly just know what they were. So she had never done one. So I asked her, I said, well, let me do you a pocket letter and send it to you, and you can check it out and see how you like it, and if you might want to be a pocket letter pal with me. Now, Becca, who, for my new subbies, that don't know, she's my sister. She's the Becca JB here on YouTube. She's going to get all fired up and get aggravated and mad at me because I stopped doing the state pocket letters with them. Becca, the state pocket letters is totally different from a pen pal pocket letter. Because remember, we was doing it different. We was doing it as just crafting. Even if it's not a state pocket letter, the way we done it, we just done it not really as a pen pal letter. We done it as just crafting. To decorate, have a craft to do, send it to our friend, and have crafty goodies in it to give to them and trade back and forth with. That sort of thing. Yes, we did a little note, but it was like a really little bitty short note. But if you'll recall, Becca, and everyone else, I'm telling y'all this too, the pocket letter was invented by that, I think her name was Jane, or Jamie, or something like that. I can't remember her full YouTube channel. But she's the one that invented the pocket letters, and she invented them just for pen paling, if you may recall. And pen paling is actually writing a long letter, I know, but you don't have to. So I don't have to write a long pen pal letter, but I don't have to write the little bitty short notes that we were doing in the crafty pocket letters either. So I thought maybe I can do a pocket letter swap, and it's not gonna be like the state, like we was doing the state pocket letters. State pocket letters was actually one a month, and it's dragging out for a long time because we was all trying to get all the states, you know, and that was gonna take forever. And this pen paling thing, if she decides to do it with me, we may end up being 3 videos. If she decided to do it with me, which I've done made the first pocket letter. Did I show that on video? You know, I can't remember now. I meant to. I can't remember if I made a video showing that. I know I ain't put it up, I don't think. Unless my mind's getting that bad. Y'all can let me know in the comments below if y'all seen a video for me showing a pocket letter I did for a pen pal. I meant to do that, and I may have done it and just can't really remember, but I don't think I put it up yet. Maybe it's in stock waiting to go up. I can't remember, or I may have forgot to do it. Anyway, so I've made the pocket letter for her. It's all sealed up, ready to go. I ain't mailed it out yet. But she agreed to try it out for me, with me. So, I don't know. She may decide she don't like it and don't want to do it. If she does decide she likes it and wants to do it, it could drag out even longer than a month. I don't know how long she'll take to get it back to me. I don't have to worry about a certain time to hurry up and get it back to her, just whenever I'm in the mood to work on it. You know, that's how I do things. Like with my tape filing, I make them wait forever. Anyway, so I feel like that is doable and handleable for me in my mind with the writing thing, is to do that pocket letter. Well, this lady, she asked me if I traded with my pen pals. She thinks I have other pen pals, but I told her, I explained I didn't, that I was just getting back into it again. But she asked me if I traded LBs and slams. Now, for you that are not pen pals, you don't know what that is. That is things pen pals trade. It's to get your name and address out there and to help you find other pen pals. And you tell your information, like all the things you like and stuff like that. And then some of the, well, that's the LB. The slam, you actually asked a bunch of questions for all of them to answer, like what's your favorite color and all that kind of stuff. And they put their answer, so it's a sheet, and you have everybody that answered that one question on that one sheet, like what's your favorite color. Then you flip the sheet, and so that next sheet is the other question, whatever it may be. What is your hobby? And everybody's answering their hobby down that one, and so on like that. That's a slam. So that's what pen palers make up and do. And I used to do those back when I was doing pen paling, and when I first got started into tape paling. I even did it with tape pals. You know, tape pals can do that too. It's just to get your information out there and help you find more pals, whether it's pen or tape, you know. Alright, so she had asked me if I did that. Well, I explained to her that I used to do it, but since I hadn't done pen paling or tape paling now for a while, since my tape player is out of socket, that it's been a while since I've done that. But I told her that I can make up some. She said she didn't sign them, so in other words, she don't put her name and address in there, but she will pass them on to her other pen pals, because that's what you do. You pass them from one pen pal to the other till they get filled up, and then when it's filled up, that last person is supposed to send it back to the one that made it, you know, the first name and address on there, so that they can have their little book filled up with new pen pal names and addresses and their information, and where they've answered the questions on the slam and all that kind of stuff. So she did say she didn't sign them, but that she does pass them on to her other pen pals. So I thought, okay, if I'm going to do you a pocket letter, I will make a FB. What that stands for is friendship book. I'll make a friendship book and a slam and put it in the pocket letter for you, and you can just pass them on to your other pen pals. So she said okay. So now we're getting to the part, and we're 16 minutes in, so we may go into a third video, I'm not sure. But so I have said all of that and have a second video going just to get to this point. Since I was going to make a LFB and slam again, and it's been a long time since I made one, I couldn't quite remember just how they were done and how we done them. So I looked it up, of course, on YouTube to see a video, because there is a pen pal community on YouTube as well. There's all kind of different communities on YouTube. It's wonderful. Want to know how to do something? Just look it up on YouTube and you'll learn how. So anyway, I looked up and I found the pen pal community, and I found how to do the FB and the slam. So then I made mine. I've put it in the pocket letter. It's all sealed up, ready to go. Okay, all of that pen pal stuff's out of the way now. In searching for how to do a FB and slam for pen pals, I came across this other video. Now this is the new exciting thing that I really want to do, but I'm really not quite sure how to do it. I mean, I kind of know how to do it. I know how to do the main first part of it, but I don't know how to do the different ways of it, and I know I'm going to confuse y'all. I love doing this. And I also don't know how to finish it up, tally it up. Are y'all confused? Or y'all wondering what in the world is she talking about? Alright. Well, we're 18 minutes in, so I need to wait actually till it changes to the third video so I can really have enough time for that to get, because the video I came across, it's 3 minutes and 33 seconds, and I don't know if this is something that maybe YouTube says not allowed to do, but I'm gonna try it anyway. I mean, it ain't like I'm making money on YouTube for them to knock me out or whatever, you know. I don't know, but anyway, I'm going to actually video, because it's a little short video. I'm going to video that video playing for y'all to see and hear, because I want y'all to know, because if I tell y'all it's such and such video on such and such channel named this, go check it out so you can see what I'm talking about, y'all ain't gonna go do that. Now, I know y'all can cut my video off too and not watch the thing, but it's a little bit better of a chance that y'all might watch it. I may have y'all's curiosity peaked up. What the heck's she talking about? I'm curious. I'm gonna watch this and find out. So I feel like you might watch it better. I really want y'all to, because I really want y'all, because I don't know how to explain it to y'all, We're 1948 in. The video, y'all watching the video would help y'all to understand it a little bit better. We are 57, 58, 59,